Personal responsibility. Break the dependency on government aid. When the persons in question are poor, mothers, or people of color, the federal government's typically pretty obsessed with testing, punishing, and cutting off those who are seen to act irresponsibly with government cash. After all, wasn't the official name of welfare reform the Personal Responsibility Act of '96? None of the same rules seem to apply to banks. The latest news is that the Treasury has quietly opened the door to yet more public bailouts of private bad lender bankers. While the country was still mostly on vacation last Friday, January 2nd, the Treasury issued regulatory guidelines saying it would take the same steps to prevent the failure of other major institutions as it did with Citigroup in December. As taxpayers, we should be afraid, be very afraid. Why? Well, because back in December, we, the taxpayer, gave Citigroup not one but two $20 billion cash investments and agreed to share losses on $306 billion in toxic loans. If the Treasury has signed us up to do the same for others, we could soon be out of pocket for the bad business moves of Bank of America if their purchase of Countrywide goes south, or Wells Fargo if their purchase of Wachovia turns out to have been a poor idea, or Morgan Chase, which took on the liabilities of Bear Stearns. Now, the Treasury says it will use extreme discretion in deciding which banks to rescue. Personally, I think that's about as reassuring as a cross-my-heart pledge from Bernie Madoff. But the point is, no matter what Treasury says, it's hard to find a major bank today that's not carrying a very dodgy portfolio and exposed to bad loans, wanting government rescue for their mistakes. Pouring good money after bad is generally frowned on, but that's exactly what Treasury's doing, literally committing hundreds of billions or trillions of public dollars to prop up companies that are financially dead. And we're not even demanding accountability in return. Can you tell me where the bailout money has gone? As for responsibility, Citibank said thanks very much for the bailout back in December. In November, guess what they'd done with some of the money? They spent $10 billion to buy a toll road operator in Spain. So much for personal responsibility. That's all we have time for today. You'll find everything you've seen on this show at our website, grittv.org. There's a place to comment on every story. While you're there, join our mailing list so we can let you know what's coming up on Grit TV. There's a podcast and a Twitter feed of every posting. Just follow Grit TV on Twitter. And please become a supporter. We're broadcasting commercial-free across the U.S. on Free Speech TV, Dish Network Channel 9415, and you can ask for us on your cable station. Thanks for watching.